Well, welcome everyone to historic Gill Stadium tonight for today's matchup between the Manchester Memorial Crusaders and the Nashua South Panthers. We're happy to be here with you on this last day of April, the 30th, 2021. My name is Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. It's been a great time being here at the ballpark, a doubleheader here as West was able to win their first home game today, a 4-1 victory. And now we'll see what Memorial can do to get their first victory of the year at home. A liner here out to the outfield that's going to go for a one-hopper, and that is the first hit of the game. Leadoff hit right there to get him to first base, and that goes down for River Hart. A nice single to start this game. On the mound here is I apologize. I'm trying to figure out all this as I go because I was trying to write things down as I was going, and I believe it is Druin out there on the mound now. Runner takes off. We'll see what he can do here, and he is cleanly safe here at second base. The base comes off, and just like that, we have a runner in scoring position for the Panthers as Memorial tries to figure things out here. It is a blustery evening here at Gill Stadium, so we'll see what happens with any of these fly balls, as they might be tough for all the fielders to deal with. Outside, the ball gets away, goes back to the backstop. That allows Hart to get all the way over to third base already. And with no outs here in the first, Panthers in prime condition to get their first run of the game. Up to bat now is Leo Copico. Copico playing out in center field. On deck will be Jeff Lugo. Well, we'll see what happens here for the Crusaders if they can get out. A strike call there. Should be an interesting time here. Memorial having a tough season so far, as Ryan Cunningham is the pitcher. A swing and a miss, a fouled off, allows the base runner to stay over there at third base. Got it a little lucky there in some ways. Catching for the Crusaders is Luge today. And we'll see how he does. If he can keep the ball in front of him. And now a soft liner out to second base. Smooth move, but not able to get the out. And the run comes around, and we have a 1-0 Panther lead very early in this ball game. Quick time around the bases there for Hart as he comes in for the first run of the game. 2 singles to start the game here. Throw over to first base, not in time. Lugo. See what he has in store for him as the number 3 hitter. He sends one high up in the air. Like I'm saying, to see what the wind does here. Thankfully, the right fielder was able to catch that cleanly. I mean, the second baseman and the center fielder were ready for it, and instead the ball just got a big wind gust and was floated all the way out to right field. And we have 1 out now for Cunningham. Now up to bat is the pitcher himself, Dean Adams. Timeout, says the home plate umpire. Umpires for today's game behind the plate is Tom Gibson, and out in the field is Jeff Kleiner. They had the ability to do the first game as well for that West victory, so they got a busy day here, and another stolen base for the Panthers. And just like that, they are running wild here at Gill Stadium. This is the second time this team from Nashua has been up here as they face each other. They face off against Central to start off the season. A 10-run rule, 11-1 victory that us at Manchester Public Television were able to cover. 2-0 count now to Adams. The lefty. Swing and miss for the first strike here. Talking to head coach for Nashua South, that is James Guy. Fouled back our way, just over the left side of the press boxes here. A little souvenir for anyone on Valley Street. James Guy was saying that he has a very young team this year, so they've gone through some roller coaster ride of emotions, and well, let's see if they can be on another up with a 1-0 lead. Hit all the way out to right field. This should bring another run for the Panthers, as another single allows the Panthers to increase their lead to 2-0. A nice piece of hitting right there for Adams, and he helps his team out with a RBI single that makes it tough, as now coach is going to come out to try to settle down Cunningham, who is not getting much help here. You can see the wind coming off the mound right now. The Hats are trying to stay on. Certainly is a unique situation here. Dean Adams, an RBI single, along with scoring Leo Capico, who also had an RBI single. It seems to be a pattern here so far early in this game, as Nolan Medeiros, the second baseman, now comes up to the plate here. We'll see what Cunningham can do. He throws over to first. Umpire says not in time. Jeff Kleiner, the field umpire here. He was behind the plate in the West game, and now they've switched positions, which is apparently not too bad, because it's pretty windy for either umpire. They got to wear some layers, and no gloves on either one of them, so it's not too bad, being that it's 54 degrees at this game time. First night game of the season for Manchester Public Television. A sky-high fly ball again. Some trouble here, and not able to get it cleanly. Can he get over to second? Oh, it's going to go as officially, I believe that will be a single. And now there'll be runners at first and second here for the Panthers with only one out. Seems like that's been a tough thing for the Crusaders this year, is just not able to get those easy outs. And now we got Isaiah Hedquist taking an outside pitch. So 4 singles in the first inning so far for the Panthers, with 1 out. A 1-0 count so far. Inside pitch. Hedquist has to turn away. Isaiah Hedquist is playing first base today, so he's going to have to deal with a tough wind as well from his fielders. He fouls it away, and now it is a 2-2 count. And Cunningham sets up, trying to get out of this inning. And a fly ball out to center field. See if he can run in time. He's able to catch it in time. A little nice slide of the knee. And that helps the Crusaders out, getting the second out of the top of the first inning. Panthers already with 2 on the board, looking for more with 2 runners on. And now up to bat is number 8, the catcher, Caleb Rich. Curveball right there, does not catch the plate, so it goes for ball 1. Rich wearing some orange-colored New Balances here, which are pretty snazzy, I will say. I would actually probably wear those if I was still playing baseball. A bad swing there. It goes for a strike. 1-1 count now. Two fly balls for the 2 outs, but 4 singles have not helped the Crusaders. And we'll see what Cunningham can do. A curveball works this time, and he gets the outside of the plate. 2 strikes now. He has not had a chance to put anyone down by way of the K just yet early in this game, so we'll see what he can do. And he sends a fly ball out to left field and able to make the catch for the third out as the Crusaders are able to keep the runs low for the Panthers with only 2 crossing the diamond, and will go to the bottom of the first inning as the Panthers lead it 2-0. We'll be right back with more coverage from Manchester Public Television. And we are back here for the bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Panthers, as Dean Adams takes the mound for the Panthers with JJ Jeffrey Josephic playing center field today up to plate. Takes a ball 1 right there to start it off. JJ having a decent season, playing all sorts of different positions between short and center field. Needs a speed today with some of this wind. He sends one out to left field that's going to just slide foul. A good job trying to poke it that way. It would have at least gone for 3 if it had landed fair with the velocity that it had. But now he is back in the batter's box in just a moment, taking a few swings. Obviously, we have to wait for the ball to come back to the pitcher, Dean Adams. And sometimes with a long foul ball like that, it takes a few more minutes, and it's back here now. Adams looks down, try to get the sign, the pitch, outside. Good stop there by the catcher. Adams was able to get an RBI single to help his own cause as he gets JJ to watch a pitch slide by. 2-2 count now. Always nice when a pitcher can help his own cause with RBI singles or even more, doubles, singles, or doubles, triples, etc. And the pitch slides it back this way. That one had some good speed. That might have made its way to Manchester Police Department the way that was going, but obviously we don't have any way to know how far it actually went, but we'll see if the ball can go into fair territory on this pitch. He sends it up to short. Short able to make a play over to first, and he is out. Great job right there by the shortstop. Able to field it, get a good handle on it, and send it over to first base. And we have 1 out in the inning. Coming up to bat right now is Colin Fields. Colin played hockey as well. He was on a pretty good line that scored a good amount of goals in the regular season. So his goal here is to get a base hit. High strike call there. Colin playing out there in left field. He was able to get that third out of the top of the first. And see if he can send one that way. Big open spot between the left fielder and the foul line if he's able to get a hold of one. But this wind obviously is a tough one for any pull hitters today. Strike 2. 1-2 count to Fields. And the pitch from Adams. A changeup or some sort that just did not work. Kind of off-speed pitch that thankfully Fields was able to see and say, nope, I'm not touching that. Way above his head. Good job by the catcher to jump up and get it. He tries for it again. This time was in the range, but umpire says nope, doesn't count. Veteran Tom Gibson trying to give me a fake name today. Apparently he did not want to be on the broadcast, so I'm going to make sure to say his name as much as I can as foul ball. Fields staying alive right now. Sorry to anyone at home who might be singing the Bee Gees after that comment, so we'll just continue with it. A full count, 1 out. Foul back my way. It is not warm enough just yet in the season that I'm not opening the windows. And you can still hear enough audio to know what's going on out there. And ball 4, Fields able to get 3 balls, hit some foul balls, and hey, he'll take a free ride to first base, as now up to bat is the right fielder, Noah Walgamot. Noah showed off his arm the other day on an incredible play, trying for the bunt possibility. Fun to see the Manchester Carnival going on right now. So out in center and left field. Now off he goes. Fields able to get a stolen base. And now the Crusaders possibly in a chance to score some runs, down 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. That went for a strike to Walgamot, so it's a 1-1 count. And pitch from Adams. Swinging strike there. Looked to be outside. I'm not sure if he was expecting it to slide back. Big righty, Dean Adams here. A pitch. Looked good from my angle, but it got away from the catcher, and now it's a 2-2 count. Brody Druin on deck here. Brody playing third base, but we got to get through Noah first, and Noah pulling the same thing as what we saw from Fields and being patient up here. Coach playing it smart and telling these kids, don't swing at anything. We've seen that a few times this year, and it hasn't panned out. And ball 4 for Walgamot. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. And now we have runners at first and second. And Brody Druin has a chance to tie this game up, possibly. But as we've seen from these Crusaders, they're being patient. Adams from the stretch looks down. Check swing. He went, says the umpire, and strike 1 there to Druin. Brody Druin the other day only up to bat twice. A ground out to second base and then a walk. And he gets a hold of one here, sends it out to left field. Left fielder not able to handle it cleanly, but they stop the runners at third, and now we have a bases loaded with only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. With Alex Rivera a chance to make something happen here. Dean Adams in a little bit of trouble here. Some decent speed on the base paths as well for the Crusaders. We'll see what we got. Pitch that gets the inside of the plate for strike 1. Alex is playing shortstop today. Bases loaded jam. And he gets a hold of one, sends it out to left field again. That will score 1 run. And they're going to be held back. A close play at third. And the umpire is saying he was out. Noah Walgamot rounded third a little too much and was picked off. Talking to the coach here, he shouldn't have rounded it so hard. And now a 2-1 Panther lead, but what could have been even more with the bases still loaded. And now there's runners on first and second with 2 outs. Now up to bat is Carter Bailey, the lefty. Bailey watches one go by. Rivera, an RBI single here in the bottom of the first for the Crusaders. Able to hold off on that one was Bailey. Smart move. One count here. Dean Adams trying to figure out this jam. And he watches another one go by. Now, cannot let any more go by him if they're within the zone. Dean Adams looks at the runners. Pitch. And a swinging strike. Able to get out of that. A base running blender by Noah Walgamot hurts the Crusaders' chances to tie up this game. Panthers still in the lead 2-1 with a chance to make it more as they come up to bat in the top of the second. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. And we're back with coverage here from Gill Stadium as the Nashua South Panthers lead the Memorial Crusaders 2-1 as Jake O'Connor comes up to bat here in the second inning. Watches a ball go by him a little too low. Ball one is the count. And that one is called for a strike. Cunningham got into a little bit of a jam with a couple walks here in the top of the first. A grounder over to third base, able to field it cleanly over to first, and first out of the inning. Nice long throw across the diamond. Helps the Crusaders out, getting that first out. Four singles, in the first inning. And Drew Frost up to bat now. Pitch, a curveball that gets a hold of it, sends it over to short. Short able to throw it over to first. And just like that, two very quick outs on three pitches. Brings us to the leadoff guy, River Hart. River was able to single in the first and come around and score the first run of this game. Fastball gets the outside of the corner. Cunningham seems to have found a rhythm here in the second inning. And a crushed ball over to third base, not able to handle it cleanly. I believe that will actually go as an error, but that was a screaming pitch, so I'm not sure what they're going to give that. He had a chance. He tried to field it cleanly. The ball went up in the air, and he was not able to get it. Looks like it's actually going to go as a single there. So two singles there for River Hart as Leo Capico comes up to bat. River was a nuisance on the base paths in the first as he was able to get two stolen bases on two straight pitches. So see if he does the same thing again. And he's off again. See if he goes for number 3. He's safe again. Not bad. 3 stolen bases in 2 innings. 2 at-bats. A 1-0 count so far to Capico. Cunningham in a jam again. Swinging strike. And my apologies, it's actually 2 strikes. The scoreboard was a little off. I was more worried about the stolen base than I was the count. So we'll see what Cunningham can do to get himself out of this jam. And a ball. Oh, the ball gets away, hits the base paths, and now we'll see if River Hart can come home. And he slides home safely. A tough spot to be in for the Crusaders. The throw was attempted to go to third base. It hit Capico, who was in the batter's box. And a tough break right there. Go to the Crusaders as now the Panthers increase their lead to 3-1. Riverheart again, a nuisance on the I can't say that right now. Base paths, getting another run, but Cunningham able to get that third strike. We can only wish it was one pitch earlier, as that could have saved a run. But they scored one in the first, so you see if they can tie up this ball game as we go to the bottom of the second. The Panthers increase their lead one more to 3-1. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. And we are back here for the bottom of the second. Colin Fields gets a hold of one, sends it out to the outfield, and it is caught just like that. Really quick at bat there for Colin Fields. Only one pitch. Apologize for the delay there, trying to get the camera back over there, but we have one out just like that. They were patient in the first, not so much so far in the second, which brings us up to Pike up to bat. Pike swinging as well. And we'll see what he can do here. And the pitch from Adams. Strike. An 0-2 count. Adams making quick work. A swing and a miss. And 2 quick outs on 4 pitches. And that brings us to the top of the lineup with... Oh, excuse me. That was Pike. That was actually Cunningham who just struck out. So I had written that all wrong here. Easy fix here. And Pike sends it over to third base, who sends it over to first. And a 5-pitch inning here. And the Panthers coming back up to the plate here, looking to increase their lead. A 3-1 lead in the third. We'll be right back. And welcome back to baseball coverage here from Manchester Public Television. A 3-1 Panthers lead as they come to the bat again in the third inning. Big number 21 up to the plate here as he sends a dribbler over to third. Not able to do anything, and that will go for an infield single. Panthers have had it pretty good here so far, getting 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and already an infield single. And we'll see what they can do. Adams, the pitcher, up to bat now, who had an RBI single in the first. And he sends one out to right field, over the head, onto the ground. This could go for 2, possibly even 3. See if they send home the runner. They do. And see what the throw is. It is home safely. And the Panthers increase their lead to 4-1 on an RBI triple by the pitcher, Dean Adams. Used the wind to his advantage there, and able to bring in another run is Adams. Now Nolan Medeiros had a single as well in the first inning. Swinging strike there. And the pitch from Cunningham, outside call. Biggest hit of the game so far. Both belong to Adams, but right there, that triple. Another swinging strike, a 2-2 count now to Nolan Medeiros. Nolan playing second base here. A 4-1 Panther lead, looking for more. Gets a hold of one. This should go for a fly ball. Let's see if they can make something. He decides to hold off. I thought the ball was going to carry a little bit more, but I forgot that the wind is blowing that strongly out from left field that it stayed in the infield, and an easy catch there by the shortstop. That was Alex Rivera. So 1 out here in the 3rd inning as Isaiah Hedquist swings and misses at that first pitch. Isaiah flew out to center field in the first inning, excuse me. Didn't get to get first base, obviously, because he flew out. Curveball right there, did not catch the strike zone. Hedquist with a runner at third base off a Dean Adams triple. And he's going to ground one over to shortstop. Shortstop able to handle it cleanly. The throw over, not in time. The throw home is not in time. And another run for the Panthers. A 5-1 lead as Dean Adams and both Riverheart causing some frustrations for the Crusaders as they increase their lead to 5-1. RBI single there by Isaiah Hedquist, and now Caleb Rich up to bat. Rich flew out to left field to end the inning. Throw over. The ball gets away. He gets up in time. Let's see if there'll be a throw over to second. There is not, as the first baseman now finally getting to the ball. That's what's tough about here at Gill Stadium. That ball gets away, and it's going to keep rolling, especially with this natural or AstroTurf. There's no way to stop it. And now Panthers 1 out in the 3rd, already with 2 runs, looking to do more damage. Another fly ball. Let's see if the catcher has a chance to get it. He's under it, and an out right there. Well done there by Lugo to find it behind him, throw his mask away, catch it cleanly, and we now have 2 outs. Jake O'Connor, who grounded out to third for the first out in the 2nd inning, comes up to the plate. Lugo tried to frame it in the strike zone, and the pitcher is not realizing that a stolen base was in progress. And now a runner at third. Smart base running right there by Isaiah Hedquist. Hits the bag. It's going to bring another run out to left field. The ball goes, and the Panthers now lead at 6-0. And O'Connor goes all the way to second base. Tough break here for the Crusaders. Only down a couple runs, and now they are down 5 with another costly hit. 6-1 in the 3rd inning. Jake O'Connor, smart base running on both sides, and now a ground ball over to first base, and the Crusaders giving up a couple runs in the 3rd. Not helping their cause, but now they have a chance to do this in the bottom of the 3rd. Panthers really playing smart baseball here, leading this 6-1. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. And we are back here at historic and blustery Gill Stadium tonight as Jeffrey Josephic comes up to the plate, his 2nd time up. He grounded out to the shortstop in the 1st inning, and now he's at another chance to help the Crusaders out as they are down 6-1 here. Dean Adams had a great 2nd inning, only throwing 5 pitches, so see if he can do a laser up the middle. Goes JJ, and we are in business here at the Crusaders with a leadoff single, trying to gather some momentum to get back into this game. And now up to bat is number 9, Colin Fields. Fields walked in the 1st, was able to scamper over to third base, just wasn't able to get around. Actually, I believe it was Fields that actually scored. Now I look back at my paperwork here. I didn't fill in the coloring, which is usually your favorite part about covering baseball, is coloring the box in. So we'll cover. Fields would take a walk right now. He had a good at bat with being down in the count and coming back. And he gets a hold of one out to left field. The wind is getting a hold of it and able to make the catch. Now the throw back to first hits the base runner, and a great job there by the first baseman to get the deflection off of JJ. And now one out here in the bottom of the third. Noah Walgamont, who was thrown out. The ball hits the mound on a check swing, and JJ, not realizing it, had slid it into second base. If he had been able to know that, he probably would have gone to third on that. But let's see what Noah Walgamont could do after that kind of blunder there in the first inning. The bases loaded with only one out, and he got caught rounding third a little too hot. Didn't put the brakes on just enough. Noah also with a walk, so they were strike call there. The wind causing the sand to blow off the pitcher's mound right now. I would say that was a wind gust up into the 30s at this rate. The pant legs on all the players and the umpires blown in the wind right now. Holding off. Nice job there by Walgamont, playing out there in right field. Noah had a tough day on Monday versus Keene when they bouncing ball, and JJ is going to go to third. The throw on target, but a stolen base, the second of the at-bat there for JJ. A 3-1 count with only one out, and Nashua South in a little danger. Dean Adams, first time they've ever had to do a get on the same line of things. And the pitch fouled back my way, and that makes the count full. Brody Druin again on deck. He got a single there in the first at bat, but obviously we'll see what Noah can do here. He would take another walk, I guarantee it. He watches the pitch go by, and it is called strike three. He did not like that at all as he does the slow walk back, saying, that stinks. Another K for Adams, his third of the game so far. And let's see what Brody Druin can do with two outs. Have fun with two, Brody. He watches a curve go by him. See what Brody can do. We're in the number 12. Number 12 in the NFL usually means pretty good player. High pitch, ducks down. JJ rushing back to third base. He had a big lead thinking that was going to be a pass ball, bringing another run for the Crusaders, but not to be. Dean Adams looks down. Outside pitch. 2-1 count now. Adams, 3 Ks, 2 walks, 1 run. But it's still early in this game. A swinging strike there from Druin. Was a little behind that one. And now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With a runner at third base, looking to add a run to the Crusaders' side of the board. fouls that one off. Gets in, steps on the mound, looks back down at his catcher. And the pitch. A called strike 3 again. Boy, the Crusaders not feeling the love from the umpire, Tom Gibson, and leaving one runner on base. They are not able to score in the bottom of the third, and we will go to the top of the fourth. Panthers have scored a run in every single inning so far. We'll see if Ryan Cunningham can stop this in the fourth. We'll be right back with baseball coverage here on Manchester Public Television. And we are back here from Gill Stadium as the Crusaders making some replacements. Tim Alley now coming at second base. Replacement here at the top of the fourth inning, trying to get a little bit, get some different juices going on here. As River Hart, who has been doing damage to the Crusaders tonight, already scoring 2 runs off of a couple singles. Ball claims to hit the outside of the plate, and now we have 2 strikes on Hart. Hart has stolen 3 bases and has really done damage. Outside pitch. Cunningham tried to get him to bite. Not to be, though. So Carter Bailey out of this game as he gets a hold of this one. Out to right field. Wind causing issues. He loses it. It's going to go behind him all the way to the fence. And River Hart looking to possibly do an inside the park home run. He's rounding the bases and he scores. And River Hart gets a hold of one, sends it out to right field. Noah Wagamont not able to know where it was. And now the Panthers might get a warning for being out of the dugout here. And he loses his helmet and everything. Good head of hair on River Hart. His teammates are loving it, but that increases the lead to 7-1. A big hit in the inning already just to start it off. Ryan Cunningham throws a ball here. Leo Capico, who struck out in the second, got a single in the first that came around to score. A swing there. Down in the count was Hart. Cunningham thought he was going to get him. Unfortunately, not able to be, as in the park home run increases the Panthers' lead to 7-1. And the pitch hits him. Capico takes a free ride, painful ride down to first base. His second time on the base paths, as now Cunningham going to be spoken to by his catcher. Colin Fields trying to calm him down here. No, excuse me. Dean Adams, who got a triple his last time up to bat, up to the plate now. Throw back over to first in time. Another throw over here. And a throw down to second base, not in time. Sorry, I'm just looking at the rosters here, trying to figure out these numbers and stuff like that. Trying to make sure that I get all the proper information. So apologize for those at home right now that are wondering what was going on here. And the pitch held off, called the strike though. Gibson trying to be nice to the Crusaders as he's called 2 batters out on strikes in the bottom of the 3rd. A swing gets away, and ball gets back to the backstop, able to easily get over to 3rd base is the base runner, Copico. From the looks of things, Nashua's making some changes as well. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here is who are they changing out? Inside pitch, close to another. I'm looking at the roster. He didn't put all the player numbers on there, so not sure who number 21 is. It is not Dean Adams. It's replacing Jeff Lugo. But either way, Ryan Cunningham trying to get out of this inning. A bouncing grounder into tough spot. It's going to go for an infield single, and another run scores for the Panthers. They increase their lead more. Running out of time are the Crusaders, and the coach comes out to argue this call. As you can see, the umpire was over there where the play was not to be. Tough angle for him. A 8-1 Panthers lead right now. And we only are in the 4th inning. No outs in this 4th inning. 2 runs already have come around to score. And we have a runner at first base now. As now Dean Adams, the pitcher, comes up to bat. See what he can do here. Wind still blowing out strong from left to right field, going across the diamond. It's been so windy that the Ferris wheel here for the Manchester Carnival has not even moved. A little too dangerous for the Carnies to be able to work it. Don't want any injuries. There's already been enough car accidents and stuff like that in the city tonight. And we'll see what we can do here. Ryan Cunningham giving up 8 runs so far. Inside pitch goes for a strike. 1-1 count. Throw over to first. Not in time as the Panther is able to get back to the bag. Cunningham trying anything he can to keep the damage in place. Nice job by Luge trying to make it framed to be called a strike by home plate umpire Tom Gibson, but not to be. 2-1 count. Cunningham's pitch. And hold of it. Out to center field. Center fielder rushing in. JJ able to get it in time. And that will go for the first out of the inning. That was deep enough where I know that they didn't like that run coming through, but it was enough to get it as far. And now coach comes back out, takes the ball from Cunningham, and we'll see where Cunningham goes. Number 12 comes in to pitch. That's Nolan Medeiros. We'll see what happens here as the wind's still blowing out. We'll take a quick break here from the top of the 4th inning to give Nolan a chance to warm up, and an 8-1 Nashua South Panther lead. And we'll be right back after a few moments. Stay tuned. And we are back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually Brody Druin pitching. I looked at the wrong team for the wrong number 12, so my honest mistake right there. A lot of names and numbers underneath my hands right now, along with trying to operate the camera. So please forgive me, as I did not mean to do that on purpose. But either way, throw over to first, not in time right there. And we'll see what Brody Druin can do here. He struck out in the third when he was up at the bat last on watching the ball go by. So maybe he'll try to get some aggression out from that strikeout at this at bat to Nolan Medeiros. Medeiros, 2 balls. Tough always when you got to come in as a pitcher and already have to go with a runner on base. His pickoff move seems to be pretty good, as he had to get back there in time, but now 3 balls. Medeiros being patient. He got a single in the first and flew out to short, and that will go for ball 4. Pickoff attempt over to first by Luge, but not to be after ball 4. I think he thought that was going to be a strike. And that brings us to Isaiah Hedquist. Hedquist with an RBI single there in the third. 1 out with 2 runners on here. Inside pitch goes for a strike. And he sends one over to shortstop. There should be an easy out over to first. Not able to do it. An E6 right there allows the bases loaded. And Rivera knows that he made an oopsie there. I was hoping that it would be a 6-4-3 double play. Instead, the throw over to first was not in time. And now the bases are loaded for the Panthers with only 1 out here with Caleb Rich. Rich swinging there. Rich flew out to right field and threw a pop-up up to the second base, the catcher, almost like he did there over my head. Luge able to make that out in the third inning. And new ball, a new pitch. Watches it go by. Strike 3. Just like that. 3 pitches. The second out. And now any base is available to get this third out. For Jake O'Connor. Ball gets by. They decide not to run him. The ball came right back to the catcher, Luge, who was ready to flip it over to Brody Druin to get that third out, but instead they decide not to send the runner. An 8-1 lead here for the Panthers, still with the bases loaded. Let's see if Brody Druin can get out of this jam. And it popped up. Let's see if Luge can get it. Not able to. The ball went a little too far back. Great attempt, though. He was ready to dive, do whatever he needed to. And 1-1 count now. And the pitch. Curveball. Boy, I was hungry for that one right there. I'm watching it knowing that it was only going roughly maybe 50 miles per hour. Would have loved to have turned on that one. And now 1-2 count. And strike 3 held on to by Loge, and the Crusaders able to keep the game alive here. They're down 7, but it could have been much worse with the bases loaded with only 1 out. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers increasing their lead some more. We'll be right back to see what happens with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning as Dean Adams still up to the pitcher's mound after getting two Crusaders to strike out in the bottom of the third, and we'll see what he can do to Alex Rivera here. Rivera holds off on swinging at a dirty pitch there from Adams. Rivera, second time up to bat, he got a single in the first that brought in the lone run for the Crusaders, as they have not been able to figure out how to deal with the pitching of Dean Adams. A 2-0 count so far at this at-bat. Fastball right down the middle of the plate right there. Rivera decides to let a pitch go by. With the way that Adams is pitching, you might as well try to get him a little tired here, not swinging away, as he has had some pretty easy innings. A ground ball up the middle here. The second baseman able to get it, not able to handle it cleanly. Throw over, gets away. It's going to go all the way over. Out of play. It'll be one extra base there. And a good at-bat there by Alex Rivera, able to get a... It will go down as an error on the second baseman. So either way, able to get over to second base very quickly is Rivera. As now number 5 comes up to bat. I'll get that name in just a moment here as I get the camera back in position. Inside pitch there. Tim Alley is the man at bat. Tim coming in at second base there, that replacement in the top part of the inning. Alley holding up. Nice job by Alex to fake like he was going to steal, but it really wasn't a steal at all. Alley, I'm used to being the catcher here for the Crusaders, but you know, sometimes managers decide they want to switch things up. And Adams, really the first time with a base runner causing a little bit of issues here. Rivera doing a little bit of twinkle toe action, trying to get him distracted. Adams doing a good job of keeping his composure there. I'm dealing with the flashing lights from the carnival, so this has been unique to try to pay attention to what exactly is going on, because I got a pirate ship flashing in my face out to right center, and we'll see what Rivera does. Really causing some troubles for Adams, who is down in the count. 3 straight balls there. Wind gust here causing possibly some trouble. And the pitch inside puts 2 base runners on for the Crusaders. No outs here. And Tim Alley, 4 straight pitches. And the manager is going to come out here and discuss it with Adams. But what exactly is going on? I believe this is assistant Brandon Martin here that's going to come talk to his pitcher here. Other assistants for the Panthers include Bryce Sarber and Connor Root. And we are at the bottom of the 4th inning, an 8-1 Crusader disadvantage here, as the Panthers putting up runs in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, including an in-the-park home run by River Hart. But Crusaders possibly had a chance to get some runs on the board, as up to bat comes Colin Fields, the catcher. He flew out to right field. That was the first out of the second inning. And now here he is in the fourth inning, looking to get an RBI. Throw back, not in time. Decent little spin there by Adams, trying to get the ball over to his second baseman in time. Second baseman obviously still feeling bad about that error that allowed Rivera to get on. Bunt attempt. At least he looked to do it. The pitch was outside. And 5 straight pitches, 5 straight balls here for Mr. Dean Adams. First time he's been in some sort of jam here. Bunt attempt was right down the middle of the plate. Why he pulled that back, I am not completely sure. Maybe he thought that the pitch was just not going to be good, but he looks down at his umpire and his third base coach and says, "Oh, my bad. That could have gotten the runners over for sure." And we'll see what we can do with a 1-1 count. He gets a hold of it, goes foul though. And now see if they risk having him bunt with 2 strikes. As if he goes foul this time, he is automatically out. See if they put on a hit and run. They're going to try to do something here to get these runners moving, get themselves back in this game. But 1-2 count. Adams looks down at his catcher, gets the call. Runners are moving, and it's going to be a fly ball out to right field, able to make it. See if he gets, on the transition, they are able to get the double play in time. And just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning, and Dean Adams can breathe a sigh of relief as he got lucky on that hit and run. Went right to the right fielder, who was able to cleanly catch it. On the transition to the throw is where he lost the ball, able to pick it up in time and still throw a laser over to second base to get that out. And just like that, we are over to Ryan Cunningham. Cunningham struck out in the second inning. So we have a 9-6 double play there. And a strike there. The throw, a bad one, out to center field. Sorry, I'm a little haywire with the camera there for a moment. Another runner at second base, but with 2 outs. Really all Dean Adams has to worry about is this batter. This batter being Ryan Cunningham, the pitcher. Swing and a miss there. Now 2 strikes. No one warming up in either bullpens at this moment in time. Looks like they're going to stay with this Cunningham at pitching, but Dean Adams looking to get through this inning. Runner going. The throw, not in time. And now Crusaders with a runner at third base. Just 90 feet away from their second run of the game. All I need is a pass ball right now. Pretty good catching day from Caleb Rich so far. The pitch. Bouncing ball. Able to keep that in front of him there. And now we have a full count. Runner on third, so even a walk could help the Crusaders out a lot. And a swinging foul ball there that hit right above our windows here. Heard the pop of the wall here. Again, you're watching Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage here as the Memorial Crusaders look to get a run on the board here, down 8-1. Wild pitch. He's now in a pickle. Really bad move there, but there's no one there. Oh, now the tag. He is out. Another base running blender there. Not sure what they were thinking. If he thought that it was out number 3, but the Panthers able to get out of a jam, no outs with runners at first and second, a double play that on a pop out to right field. Right fielder was able to throw it out to shortstop in time, and just a tough spot right there as Tim Alley, I'm not sure what he's doing. I look forward to talking to Coach about that another time, but we go to the top of the 5th. Oh, tough one right there for the Crusaders, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Back here for the top of the 5th inning, an 8-1 lead by the Panthers of Nashua South. Crusaders just had a great chance in the bottom of the 4th, but Brody Druin comes in for relief again for another inning. Inside pitch that hits him, and Frost going to take a free ride over to first base. Tough first pitch right there. And now that brings us to River Hart. He is 3 for 3 on the day with scoring 3 runs, including that in the park home run that we saw here in the 4th inning. And he has been the catalyst for the Panthers in this game so far. Lets the pitch go by, ball 1 there. Drew Frost at first base, taking a decent-sized lead, throw over. Frost is back in time safely. Still a blustery evening as the sun sets a little bit more. Frost goes and will be safely at second base. And now, again, the Panthers, after scoring a run in every single inning so far, with a chance to make that happen some more, being up 8-1. 3 more runs and they get out of here pretty early. And Hart sends one into the gap all the way to the fence. It will go. I don't know if he's trying for another in the park home run or not, but he has a chance to at least get 3. The throw over will not happen, and a stand-up triple for Rivers Hart. This kid is a superstar in the making for Nashua South. 4 for 4 day, a home run, a triple, a couple singles, a couple stolen bases. He's been incredible to watch here. I'm rooting for Manchester teams to do something, but this has been an incredible amount of gifted athlete there, is what I'm trying to get at, ladies and gentlemen, that we're seeing here from the leadoff hitter for the Nashua South Panthers. Takes a pitch. Now up to bat is Leo Capico. Capico was stranded at first base in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd, and scored on after a single in the 1st. The pitch. Strike there. A 9-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. Capico watches that ball go by. 2-1 count on him. Capico out there in center field. Interesting stance. He's got a back leg a little bit further back than the front leg. And he gets a hold of one. This will go at least go for a sacrifice fly. See if the wind causes any trouble. It does. It comes down. And Hart able to score just like that to make it 10-1. A close play at second base, but he is safe. And a double, RBI double at that, increases the Panther lead to 10-1. At one point, this was a 2-1 ball game out in the 1st inning, but the Panthers, with pitching from Dean Adams, have really done a number. Crusaders are going to look back at this game and know that they had a chance. High pitch right there. Smart base running from the Panthers. Tough base running. Blunders from the Crusaders have been the way to the game. And a long fly. Let's see if it goes fair. It is not. It goes towards the lacrosse net, which does not count in this baseball game. But either way, a heck of a. If that wind wasn't so strong, I wonder if that could have made its way over to Beach Street. But we are just going with the flow here. A 1-1 count now after a very long foul ball. I believe that might have gone through the crossbars on the football. It's not going to count for anything because obviously we're in a different sport. But either way, it's still an impressive feat to hit it that far. And we'll see what Brody Druin can do with a 1-1 counts pitching for the Crusaders. Leo Capico twinkle toeing out and takes a ball. Twinkle toes might sound like a, not a good thing, but honestly, he's just really getting into the pitcher's head. And if he has to run back forth, it's right there. Druin has to step off the mound, and there's a plastic bag flying across the field. Able to go get it was Rivera, trying to cause any sort of delay in this game. The wind being so strong that, even on Elm Street here in the Queen City, there was trash flying left and right. Another ball there. 3-2 count. And we'll see what Brody Druin can do here. He gets a hold of it, sends it over to Rivera at short. See if he can get the throw over in time. A bouncer, not able to make the play. Oh, he's saying in the transition, so there is an out now, but that 10th run over there at 90 feet away, obviously Crusaders have a chance to still bat in this 5th inning, but they basically are life or death right now as Hedquist comes up to the bat. And one pitch, 1 out. So that brings us to 2 outs in this inning. That was actually Dean Adams. My apologies on that. They have some substitutions here as number 1 for the Panthers comes up to bat here. Takes a strike. Two outs here in the top of the 5th. Panthers looking to get this last run across the board. Pass ball might do it. Even an infield single here from number 1 could do it as well. So we'll see. The pressure is going on in this game for sure. Inside pitch called strike. Number 1 looking a pretty shorter, stockier, no, not really stockier, skinny, shorter guy. Not really known for his home run power. I can see that already. Sends one, pops it up in the air. Luge says he's got it, and he does. And the Crusaders able to keep this game alive with scoring, getting those 3 quick outs, but still they are down 9 runs as we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I will not go to the scoreboard too much because I see that the lights are causing some camera issues through the glass here. So we'll just go to the pitcher here. We'll see who comes out here as pitching for the Panthers. But we'll take a break here from Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. Again, my name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a great time to be here with you on this Friday evening. We'll be right back with the Crusaders up to bat. And we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning. Isaiah Hedquist comes on to pitch here for the Panthers as the first baseman Tyler Pike comes up to bat here. See what we have not really gotten to see. A pass ball here makes the catcher have to go out and get it, but we're going to get a new baseball as it is. Pike is only his 2nd time up to bat. He grounded to 3rd base in the 2nd inning, so we see what he can do here in the 5th. Hedquist has a pretty good speed, it looks like, but a diving attempt there, not able to get it, and now we'll go for a leadoff single here from Pike. Watching those warm-ups from Hedquist, he's basically, if you can get a hold of his fastball, you're going to send some balls out to the outfield, as you just saw there from Pike. And that brings us to Jeffrey Josephic. JJ has gotten a single up the middle there, and he also grounded out to shortstop. So we'll see what he can do here. He swings and misses on that first pitch. Crusaders really needing to get something going here. Running out of time in this game. Inside pitch. One count, says the umpire, as the scoreboard operator has mistakenly put up 2 balls. And the pitch here. Gets a hold of it, sends it out to short. This could be an easy double play. 6-4. And JJ able to beat it out. So 1 out there on a fielder's choice. And Hedquist doing his part here, trying to help these Panthers out. As that brings us to Colin Fields. Colin has scored in the first on a base on balls and flew out to center field. Inside pitch. JJ looked at taking off, but decided to hold up. They really have to be smart on the base paths for the rest of this game. Now he's going. The ball gets away, and JJ got another stolen base here. A 2-0 count. The pitch high, 3-0 to Colin Fields. It's always entertaining when you see a stolen base, and the next thing you know, 2 pitches later, it's a walk. But JJ taken off. The throw down to third, too high, and now he's got a runner at third base with only 1 out. That pitch did go for a strike, so Fields has to still stand up there. Scoreboard operators, wonderful kids here tonight, but they are a little bit behind. I know it's sometimes fun to chat with your friends while up here. And a line drive out here. Some trouble, gets over the fielder's head. It's going to go all the way to the fence. He loses his hat. He's still trying to get the ball, and that will be a stand-up triple for Colin Fields. Brings in a run, making it a 10-2 game. JJ able to score from third base after all that hard work of getting around. And we are back here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, as the battery pack died there for a moment. Ball high. This is to number 20 here. That'd be Noah Walcott. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. Swinging away. Goes foul. Noah was thrown out at third base, a fly ball out to right field, and left field, and he rounded the base too hard. Smart move by the left fielder getting to third base to get him out in the first. Inside pitch held up, and nice job by the catcher there to keep it in front of him was Caleb. Stepping off the mound is Hedquist. Hedquist coming in, not getting the love that Dean Adams was getting as pitcher. Low pitch there, and we will get runners on the corners here with only one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Brody Druin steps up now. See if he can help his cause, get at least one run in. Brody struck out in the third and got a single in the first. Trying to bunt there. Goes for a strike. He was not able to get to it, but doesn't matter as his buddy there was Noah was able to scamper over to second base. So now runners at second and third. Pitch just outside. Hedquist not having the same type of luck pitching as the starter Dean Adams was having. Crusaders do not seem to mind one bit, though. And the pitch. Swinging. Fouled up back. And now there's 2 strikes on Brody Druin. Brody took a strike 3 call to end the third inning. Let's see if he can get the bat on the ball here. The ball gets away. That'll bring in another run, though, for the Crusaders. And that helps them out. Now a 10-3 game. Isaiah Hedquist comes in and allows 2 runs for the Crusaders. Brody Druin, 2-2 count, still with a runner at third. See if there's another pass ball that can make the run come in. Still only 1 out, though, in the bottom of the fifth. High pitch, now full count. Hedquist having some issues here. See if he walks Brody. And he does. I had a feeling that might happen. No one warming up for the Panthers as the manager comes out to talk some serious issues here. Only getting 1 out on 6 batters as we get to the 6th batter here. Trying to figure out, is it the wind? Is it the cold? What exactly is going on here? Crusaders have a chance to get back into this game. Still, umpires not coming over to break this meeting up. Usually, watching the professionals, the umpires are out there within 30 seconds. Obviously, we're a little different than Major League Baseball rules here in NHIAA. But with these umpires already covering 1 game earlier, congratulations again to West High School getting their first home game in quite some time. talking to Chris Stewart out there in the parking lot. When I got in here, I would have covered that game had I known. For some reason, I thought it was away. My apologies to the Blue Knights. Outside pitch there. Alex Rivera up to bat. Alex has had a pretty good day, getting a couple of hits here. Stranded at first, stranded on second. And he gets a hold of one, sending it out to right field. That'll bring in another run, though. And now the Crusaders really figuring things out here against the Panthers. A now 10-4 lead. I know that says 6, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the bottom of the 5. The scoreboard operators are a little young, got a little too overzealous. Tim Alley, who had a tough break trying to come home in the last inning. And the pitch is flied out. Should be infield. Infield fly is what the umpires are calling. Runners all go back. And Hedquist able to get that out. First sign of life here for the Crusaders. After being down 10-1, they are now down 10-4. A little bit easier to look at a 6-run differential than a 9. So if you keep pecking away, but obviously they only have 7 outs remaining in this game. Strike called. Well done by the catcher there to frame that really well. I'm not sure that Colin appreciated that himself, being the catcher. Hopefully he gets that favor in return later on. Ball there. Long inning here for the Crusaders. Finally getting some run support. Second ball. Hedquist has some speed on his fastball, but overall, just not really that dominant of a pitcher. As he sends one out to right field, second baseman going back, right fielder has it too, and they get that third out. But the Crusaders, down 9, have gotten 3 runs to bring it to a 10-4 ball game. A little bit of life there for this team from Manchester, but the Panthers, having scored in every single inning, will try to continue with that rhythm here, and we'll go to the top of the 6th, a 10-4 lead from the Panthers. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. Back in relief here is Brody Druin getting a first pitch ball, I believe it was, to the catcher Caleb Rich. Another ball there. 2-0 count right here. Rich has flown out to left and flown out to the catcher and struck an out. So 0 for 3 days so far. Obviously, you don't expect too much from the catcher, but you'd like to see something from him. It's a pleasure to be here with you on this Friday, April 30th, 2021. A ground ball hits the mound, able to get over to the second baseman. The throw, it was in there in time, but just not able to be cleanly fielded. And a single to start off this 6th inning for the Panthers. Brings us to number 8, and that would actually, I believe that might have been Hedquist that was out there, and now it's Caleb Rich. Some changes here for the Panthers, as I've been trying to keep up with all the changes, but it's a pretty tough thing to do when you're camera and commentator. But we'll see what the Panthers can do here. And the pitch from Druin, base stealing, it's going to get there just not in time. And now Panthers, runner at second base. I think these players today are not minding the masks as much because it's keeping their faces warm for sure on this blustery evening. And temperatures have dropped significantly since I've gotten here myself. A swinging strike there. It's gone down 8 degrees so far from game time. And it's only going to get chillier here as we are in spring, but it doesn't seem like summer is coming anytime soon with the way these meteorologists keep giving us forecasts. Strike 3, tagged, and just like that, Crusaders able to get an out. And Jake O'Connor, the third baseman, comes up to the bat now. 1 out with a runner on second base. O'Connor not having a great day as well. He's got a strikeout. Ball gets away. It's going to allow the runner get over to third, 90 feet from home plate. As that is Hedquist, the pitcher now, trying to help the cause for his own squad after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. O'Connor grounded out to third base, struck out, and did get a single there. And he gets a single here out to left field, and that will bring another run at 6 innings straight that the Panthers have scored. And with 1 out, it makes it a 11-4 ball game with O'Connor getting his second hit in as many at-bats. Takes us to Drew Frost. Drew scored in the 5th as he was hit by a pitch. He dribbles one over to first base. First baseman able to just pick it up and quickly get over there in time. Base runner gets over to second base. So sacrifice, if you want to call it that. And the man of the game so far, for sure, should be most likely the player of the game unless something else happens. 4 for 4, River Hart with a triple, a single, a in the park home run. All he needs right now is a double to hit for the cycle. And with the skills that I've seen from him, he's probably willing and able to do that to pad his stat line with his team up 7 runs. And he gets a hold of it, but this should be held on to pretty easily. The Wind playing games, though, and able to make the not able to make the catch. Oh, no wonder why he was so defeated by that. Loses his hat, loses the ball. A great attempt there by the first baseman to run all the way over there as Tyler Pike, but that allows Hart to get another chance with a 1-1 count. Pike slowly walking back to first base still with the ball in hand. Has to work with his hair here. A chance for getting River Hart out was to no avail, but hey, we'll see what they can do now. Called strike. I can't get too excited because he's been down 2 strikes a couple times and just destroyed the ball afterwards. So we'll see what he does here. 1-2 count. Brody Druin's pitch. Bouncer. 2-2 count now. And he gets a hold of this out towards the line. And it's going to be a foul ball. The Wind getting a hold of that one and sending it over. New ball comes into play here as the first base coach, being a nice guy, going all the way out to the bullpen area to go get this foul ball to speed up this game a little bit. Good job by that coach. That was a long run. Oh, a strike 3 call, and Brody Druin able to get the star leadoff batter for the Panthers to watch that curveball go right by him, hit the corner, and now see what the Crusaders can do. They only allowed 1 run that inning. They're still in this game as we go to the bottom of the 6th. A 11-4 lead from the Nashua South Panthers. We'll be right back for Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, Leo Copico comes in to pitch now for the Panthers. A lot of substitutions here for the Panthers as they are trying to get this victory here. And now we'll see what Copico can do after a tough outing by Hedquist, giving up 3 runs. But this allows them with a lead to see what other players can do. They do have a very young team, and it's obviously important that they get a chance to try and do different things out. As we have number 6 up to bat here for the Crusaders, and I believe, let me look at the roster here, is Colin Brodeur. Brodeur coming in for, looks like, Cunningham. First time up at bat for him, and he sends one out to the gap out in the outfield, but the center fielder saying, I got it, guys. No worries. Wasn't sure how the Wind was going to play that. It could have been in a tough spot between short and center, but quick out there for Copico, who leads off the top of the 7th for the Panthers. Now at the bat is number 17, and that is Tyler Pike. Let's see what Copico does here. Nice little slider of some sort there. Tyler has grounded out to short and had a little issue earlier in the game on a play. I'm sure he doesn't want me to mention what happened here. Laser foul there all the way over to the bullpen. Now down in the count 0-2. See what Pike can do here. Copico looking very sharp as a pitcher. Gets the called strike 3, and Pike goes by way of the K. Gives some love to JJ as he comes up to bat now. Josephic, the leadoff. This is his 3rd time up to bat here. Excuse me, 4th time. He scored in the 5th, had a single in the 3rd, and grounded out to shortstop, which we don't want to see here, as he grounds one over to 3rd base this time. See if the 3rd baseman has an arm. Hey, oh, he's called safe. JJ's pumped for that. You can see a little hop in his step there. Can't go wrong with that. A 2-out single from Josephic brings us up to number 9. Colin Fields. Fields scored in the 1st, scored in the 5th. Machine here. JJ thought about running. The catcher was willing to throw, just didn't have a good handle of it, was Caleb Rick. Wind still blowing very heavily. Foul ball up this way. Off the windowsill, all the way over to the first base coach. We get a new ball in play. And 2 strikes here on Colin Fields. Fields having a tough day in the outfield today, but he can make things up if he can get JJ possibly to score here. JJ taking off, check swing. I'm going to say that was a strike, and the pitcher's coming to back up. Apparently that was not a strike. I thought he went around. I'm talking it over, but it looks to be incorrect here on my part, so my apologies. Gets a hold of one, a hit and run on. They send him around, and Crusaders are able to score another run. That's 4 in the past 2 innings, and they have narrowed the lead of the Panthers down to 11-5 here with a 2-out single by Fields. And Noah Walgamont now up to bat, the lefty. See what he can do here. High pitch. Noah able to hold off. Noah has struck out, and he also was thrown out in the first inning, rounding the base paths too fast, something he'll learn going forward. Outside pitch, called strike, 1-1 count now. And now we'll see what Leo Capico can do here. Looks like we got some showers coming in here as the window in front of us has a little bit of sprinkles on it. Hopefully nothing as bad as what we saw on Thursday, which really caused the field of play to be difficult. A lot of changing of the balls. Strike there by Noah, but doesn't matter that the base runner stole the bag because that was the 3rd out of the inning. The Panthers, their last chance to put some more runs on the board, leading right now 11-5. We'll be back for the top of the 7th with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We'll be right back. And pitcher versus pitcher matchup right here as we go to the top of the 7th with Leo Capico. Brody Druin's still out there pitching, so we'll see what we can do with who's going to get the better of the two. Capico swinging at an outside pitch. He scored a run on a single in the first, struck out in the second, and has gotten on base a couple more times here. He swings away. It's going to be a bouncer foul, so he's going to be down the count 0-2. Looks like Druin's pretty strong on here, coming in for relief. Tough day overall for Ryan Cunningham, giving up at least 8 runs. And he gets a hold of it, jammed him a little bit, but it falls in right on the other side of the C in center field, and a leadoff single. Obviously, Panthers scoring on every single inning of this game, and we'll see if they keep that trend. Lots of leadoff singles, leadoff walks, anything that they want, they've been able to do with some talented players. Outside pitch there by Druin. An 11-5 lead for the Panthers. Check of the runner over there at first. Keeps him back on the base paths. Base comes off due to the Velcro here. Oh, barely misses him. Great job of dancing on the in the batter's box to let that ball go past him. Druin kind of losing control of that. Outside pitch gets away and able to scamper down to second base is Capico. See if Capico comes back out there pitching. He had a pretty good 6th inning, only allowing 1 run. A 3-0 count now from Brody Druin. Outside, ball 4. After a stolen base, really wasn't needed as a free walk down to first base for number 21. Let's see if they pinch run him. Meetings all over the place right now. And that looks to be as number 11 switches spots and goes to be the speedy base runner. Number 24, Adam, for the Panthers. I didn't catch the last name. Up to bat now. First time up here. Inside pitch, holds off. Ball 1. 5 straight balls here from Druin. Druin coming in a tough spot, being already down 7 runs. But I feel like he's held his own in some ways, only giving up 3. Panthers, again, leading 11-5 in the top of the 7th inning. No outs here. Looking in the pitch here. Outside again. Adam looking down at his third base coach, who's not making any sort of signs. Just letting him hit away. High pitch in the strike zone, though. Kind of does a little head nod like, yep, all right, that's how high the strike zone goes. Okay. Apparently did not like that pitch, but a 2-2 count now. Has to protect. He heads it up our way. Sorry for anyone jumpy at home. I was ready to catch it if I had the window open, but just hit the bottom of the faceplate here in the press box for Manchester Public Television at Gill Stadium. A 2-2 count still. Runners at first and second. Druin looks down, thinking, decides to throw. And a grounder to third base, able to get that first out. And an easy 5 unassisted from number 5, Tim Alley. Smart play there. Didn't need to throw it across the diamond, risking any more runs to score with a speedy base runner at second base. Leo Copico has a chance to warm up some more, as now there's 1 out here. Number 1 had a chance to really end this game in some ways back in the 5th, but was not able to get that runner from third home. And now with a runner at second, see if he has a chance to really show what he's worth for these Panthers. Inside pitch, jumps back. He's pretty high up there, close to the plate, really not allowing too much room for inside pitches. 2 balls is the count. And we got a strike there from Druin. Still a quiet night out here for the Carnival. Not too many rides moving along. I'm thinking that the wind had something to do with that. I see their carousel going around, but I see no one on it. It's kind of a sad horses, elephants, and giraffes out there. And now he gets a hold of it, but it's again to Alley, who puts the tag on. Alley saying, no, sirree, you may not enter third base. Out there doing good defensive work. And Isaiah Hedquist up to bat again. Isaiah flew out to center and has done a whole bunch of other things here. But overall, he's known for his pitching performance that allowed the Crusaders to get back into this game, giving up 3 runs. He's got a mullet-type hairstyle. That's pretty impressive to see. I know I didn't zoom in on it too much because he's had a hat on the whole entire game, but it's pretty cool. And he sends one over to right field. That will bring in another run. 7 consecutive innings with a base runner. And he's going to get thrown out. No, he is not. That's going to allow another runner to come through. So now a 13-5 lead for the Panthers. An ugly single out to right field. He gets over to third base through a lot of little errors, throwing errors and fielding errors. But now we'll see what they can do with only no outs. Only say, meaning I thought there was at least one, but there's not. Caleb Rich, the catcher here, having a tough game, going 0 for 4. But, hey, we'll see what he can do here. High pitch there. 1-1 count. And a pitch from Druin. Fouls one back our way. A 13-5 Nashua South Panther lead over the Memorial Crusaders. Brody Druin sends a strike down, and it strikes him out. A third K of the day. And that allows, the scoreboard operator not doing a very good job. I thought there was some outs, but I kept looking over and it said 0. But it's up to the Crusaders now to score 8 runs to keep this game alive. The most that we've seen them score in one inning is 3. So do that math. They got to score 5 more than what they've done so far. But we'll see what they can do. As we'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th here from Gill Stadium for Manchester Public Television's baseball coverage. Well, we just saw a pitcher versus pitcher matchup in the top of the 7th, and we'll see a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here in the bottom of the 7th as well, as Brody Druin comes up to bat and Leo Capico stays in for the pitching performance for the Panthers. We'll see what he can do. Throws a fastball just outside, goes for a ball. Druin having a decent day, I guess, in some ways at the plate. He's got a single in the first, struck out in the third, and has I believe, a run in the 5th inning. So he's at least been on base a couple times and looking to continue that with his team down 8. Strike is the call. 2-1 count now is the pitch. High. Hitters count now. Druin looking to keep his team's life alive. Outside, and he will take a 5-pitch walk. Crusaders' heartbeat rhythm a little bit different now. Alex Rivera has had a pretty good day on the plate as well. Alex has been on base 3 different times, so he's obviously seeing the ball pretty well, the shortstop there. Umpire almost losing his hat out there on the field. Another high pitch. That is 5 consecutive balls here from Copico. Looking to help his team get out of this game with a victory on this Friday, April 30th, 2021. Ball 3. Caleb Rick. Got to get on the same page. Take a little break. That ball got bounced off him towards the pitcher. Strike is the call, and he threw his bat. Rivera did, thinking that was ball 4 as an outside pitch. Umpires don't always like that, so this could be beneficial to Kopika. Any other close pitches, he could be like, no, man, that was your fault. Wait for my call. And doesn't matter. He takes ball 4 as it is. So 2 consecutive walks to start this bottom of the 7th. And Tim Alley comes up to bat now. Alley with one of the base running blunders here for the Crusaders in this game. Thinking that it was a strike 3, decided that he was going to come towards home, realizing it was ball 4. And instead, he got into a small little pickle and was tagged out before he was able to touch home plate. And now there'll be a little bit of a meeting at the mound here, trying to get on the same page, trying to get out of this game. You can see the hair of number 15 right there, Leo Kopiko, flowing in the wind. The rain is held off for now. We had a few drops in the bottom of the 6th, and hopefully Mother Nature allows us to finish this game in one piece with the Crusaders trying to make a great comeback here. A swing and a miss there from Alley. And he gets a hold of it, sends it over the second baseman's head into right field. The throw will come home, but they're stopping the runner. A bases loaded situation here for the Crusaders. They are down 8, but anything can happen. If the Crusaders continue doing what they're doing, they'll have another meeting here as Kopika has had a rough start to this inning. He had a great 6th inning. But after 2 bases loaded walks, 2 walks and an infield single has loaded the bases. He looks over at his bullpen. There's no one out there. And we've already seen a couple other pitchers here, so they might be running out of fresh pitchers. This is their 3rd game of the week for Nashua South as they face off against Bishop Girton and Manchester Memorial at home, playing down at Holman Stadium. So they're used to playing at a pretty nice ballpark as well. Holman being the former home of the Nashua Pride and obviously the Summer League Nashua Silver Knights Independent League. And we'll see what we got here. A strike call. It's a number 2. And a grounder. See if he goes home with it. He doesn't make a play at all. And an E5 allows the Crusaders to score a run, making it a 13-6 ball game. Colin Brodeur, bases loaded, no outs. Team still down 7 though. Hoping for some magic here. Some Memorial magic would be great on this Friday night. Takes ball 1. Kopika got himself in a jam. Ball 2. An error, a single, 2 walks. Now with 2 balls, Brodeur, the lefty. He grounds one over to first base. Apparently it stays foul. Brodeur does not mind that. Another chance. A long, hard foul ball. Plate umpire John Gibson has a good vantage point down there. Brodeur sends one back our way. See if we can hear it on the wall. No, a little too far back for us. A 2-2 count now. Colin Brodeur, hockey player, baseball player, smart, takes a full count now. See what Kopeka can do. Ball 4. Another run comes in. Bases still loaded. The lead now down to 6. And the manager has had enough. He will take the ball from Kopeka, who gives up 2 runs, leaves 3 men on, and we will get a new pitcher here for the Panthers, trying to close out this game and get this victory, but they got to do it the hard way. Crusaders not going away, and we'll give him a moment to warm up. The players all by his side. I believe it's Drew Goff out there. I think this is his 3rd position played here, so he's got some speed. We'll be right back in a few moments here for more coverage from the 7th inning. You can feel the tension here from Gill Stadium with a knife. The Crusaders, down as many as 9 in the game, have been down for basically the whole entire game. Now looking to make a giant comeback, being down 8. They've got it down to 6 now with the bases loaded. And the pitch, fastball, inside, not able to hit the strike zone. Drew Goff, the new pitcher here for the Panthers. Tim Alley at 3rd, looking to come home, to take this lead down to 5. Panthers have dominated throughout this day, but they have run into issues here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning, allowing the Crusaders to score some runs as the rain starts to pick up out there, causing even a little more issues. A grounder over to short, see if he can make a play of it, sends it over to, he drops the ball. It gets away. That allows another run to come in. And see what they decide on out there at second. Yeah, he's going to stay there. So 2 more runs come in. It's now a 13-9 game as the leadoff hitter, Josevic, comes now up to bat. No outs, ladies and gentlemen. Crusaders with runners at 1st and 2nd, with one of their more talented players, center fielder and shortstop. And strike 1. Josevic scored in the 5th and ground out to shortstop. Short is able to make a nice throw over there to first base in the 1st inning, get the 1st out. But this is a whole different ball game. The sun has gone down a long time ago. The wind has remained. The rain has picked up, and Panthers got to be feeling the stress here. You don't want to give up an 8-run lead, especially in the bottom of the 7th. Panthers scoring in every single inning. Now Goff is in a little bit of issues here. He has to step off the mound. Josevic, with his speed and abilities, can easily run out. The runner's stealing, the ball gets away, and now both base runners move up 90 feet. 2-0 count. Josefic can easily take a walk right now to load up the bases again. 4 runs have crossed the plate so far, and we're looking for 4 more. Fouls one back to the backstop. Ball comes screaming back to the catcher. Kind of doesn't mind that. Didn't have to move very far. Caleb Rich doing a good job behind the plate, but pitching has been difficult here. A grounder over to second. See if he can make an easy play. Another run comes around. Had to leap up. He does get that out. So we got 1 out, and another run has crossed to make this a 13-10 game with the base runner at third base now. Five runs here in the bottom of the 7th have made this game interesting. Ball gets away. See if he comes home. The throw is over in time, and he is safe. Goff very upset with himself right now, as it is now a 13-11 game. 6 runs for the Crusaders in the bottom of the 7th with only 1 out. And a pitch. Swinging away and not able to hit anything. Colin Fields has scored twice in this game, and boy, would he love to do it a third time right now. And unable to hit any part of the baseball for another swinging strike, and now 1-2 count. Goff finding a rhythm here. Pitch outside for a ball. The carnival has started to shut down. See if the carnies come watch this game, because this is where the excitement in Manchester is right now. A strike 3 call. Colin Fields goes down for the 2nd out in the 7th, and now the Panthers feeling the odds in their favor here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and Noah Walgamot up to the plate. Noah takes a pitch, and it is a strike. Tough way to see that go by him. The pitch. Ooh, nice curve right there by Goff. That was impressive to see that bend. Around 60 feet, 6 inches away. I was able to notice it about 20 feet from the plate that it was coming in. Tries for it again. Does not bend at all. Goes, basically would have hit anyone in the batter's box on the left side of the field here. And Walgamot, a 1-2 count, 13-11 game. And takes the called 3rd strike, and the Nashua South Panthers narrowly come in and get the victory. A heck of a comeback from the Crusaders. Down 8, they got it down to 2, and that will do it for the Memorial Crusaders as the Panthers get the victory. Congratulations to them. Player of the game for sure goes to River Hart, who had an amazing couple innings, a in-the-park home run, a triple, and definitely deserves the player of the game nod from myself here. For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Assistant Joe Lar, Operations Specialist Brandon McCormick, it's been a pleasure to be with you on this Friday evening. We'll be back next week for some softball as we have the Goffstown Grizzlies coming in to face off against the Central Little Green on Monday. and we'll be covering some baseball for Central versus Goffstown on Wednesday as well. It's been a wonderful evening. Be safe, everyone. My name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a pleasure as the Nashua South win this game 13-11. We'll be back next week. Have a great night.